Hi, my name is Feras, founder and CEO of App for Legal, a comprehensive software platform for lawyers that helps any lawyer to collaborate and manage cases and matters. App for Legal is a largest disruptor in the legal technology, having clients from different industries and different sizes, including legal departments in banks, telcos, airlines, governmental, and hundred of enterprises in different industries and thousands of law firms in 50 plus countries. Myself, I help a lot the legal industry to innovate the way they are working and to control their activities through the right business processes. So in this discussion, I will highlight to you how to maintain efficiency with the current situation in your legal teams, whether you are in a law firm or in-house legal departments, and how to win visibility and how to control your activities having your team distributed or working from home. The problems legal practice is facing today can be categorized with two main families. First one is the law of efficiency, where 60% of lawyers worldwide, even in developed countries, they think that work allocation and tracking should improve on the way they are working. And 53% worldwide, they find difficulty to coordinate or to collaborate when it comes to external stakeholders to the legal team. And the second family is the lack of digitization, where 40% of lawyers worldwide, they still rely on emails and Excel and spreadsheets to manage their cases and matters. And 82% of them, they still looking for a comprehensive platform that at the same time secure and enterprise, but also intuitive and friendly enough to be used by non-IT people. And if you look at the market, there's hundreds of isolated small tools out there. If we focus more on the new normal with the COVID-19 and the crisis that we have, more challenges are present today for law firms and legal teams. First of all, we talk about the distributed teams, where people are now distributed inside the law firm or inside the legal team, working from home or working remotely in different sites. And the need of a practice management software where end-to-end solution for legal teams on managing tasks and cases, contracts, matters, etc. is become a must-have. And the last but not least in this challenge of distributed teams is the control. How today, as a leader, as a team leader in a legal team, or as an owner of a law firm or senior partner, how to control my activities and my scope of work and my team. How to have this visibility and 360-degree view on my performance, whether it is financial or non-financial performance. And the second family is the increase itself of the legal work, where today legal teams are involved in this crisis, and with the same capacity, they are invited to produce more, to deliver more matters, to deliver more legal opinions, to close contracts, to renegotiate contracts, and to participate in the restructuring of the company, of cutting the budgets or re-engineering the budgets in different areas. So the conclusion here is the teamwork itself is becoming harder, coming from the nature of communication and the channel of communication that changed itself. You are not anymore present in the same room with your colleague, but you can collaborate over chatting solutions or remotely. And the context switching, where lawyers also, in a classic way, they used to switch from a contract editing to a matter, to a project, to answering a legal advice. And this context switching is challenging itself to manage when you are distributed, when you're working remotely. And the dependencies, where your work itself, it's not only related to you as a legal team, but it's also it involves people from outside your team, from different stakeholders in different departments. If we focus on the tips and tricks, in fact, to resolve this main pain points, we can focus on how to identify the main players working in this ecosystem. Okay, and if we talk about players, we can categorize them into 4 pillars: the legal team itself, whether you are a law firm or a legal in-house team in a company; your clients. So your clients can be your clients if you are a law firm, can be individual or corporates, or if you are a legal department, your clients are the internal clients, the other departments, the subsidiaries, the groups, etc. And the third pillar is the externals, all the parties that are collaborating with you to get the job done. And the fourth one is your management. So how your management is seeing things. So what are these? If we look at the story from different angles and we try to understand from each angle how they are thinking and what kind of information they need to monitor or they need to take. We start with the legal team. The legal team concern is mainly to track the legal information. So you are dealing with legal documents. You're dealing with legal metadata, matters, projects, tasks, due dates, reminders, documents. All of this, you need to track them because you are accountable on this legacy, on this data. At the end of the day, if you need to find this data in 10 years from now, you need to go and search for it and find it. So you need to track, you need to collaborate because your work is based on collaboration with your colleagues, lawyers, legal practitioners, paralegal, assistants, accounting, different departments if you are in-house. And this is the challenge of collaboration. And at the end of the day, you need to deliver on time because you are a small team and you are accountable on delivering a larger scope of work. So at the end of the day, you need to deliver and deliver on time. If we look at the clients, the concerns of clients is a little bit different. So the client, your client, whether you are a law firm or in-house legal department, they need visibility on progress. We call it work in progress visibility. So it's if you need to increase your client retention and your client satisfaction, you need to give them visibility on the progress in a proactive way and not waiting only for the client to ping you to get visibility on the status or what's happening on the matter you are handling. The second one is the quality of service. And here we were talking about how fast you are to deliver the work for your client and not to deliver the final work, but this interaction and proactivity, okay, this will create for you and improve for you the quality of service. So he cares a lot about the quality you're providing and not only the final deliverable. And at the end of the day, he cares, your client, they care about getting the job done, the final result, the final deliverable on time. If you promise a matter to be delivered on a certain day, on a certain hour, okay, the client, he cares a lot. He will anchor this day and he will follow up with you based on the due date that you deliver. So these are the high concerns of your clients coming from your collaboration. The externals, they look at the point from a different angle because they need to contribute. Okay, if you are an in-house legal team, you will have stakeholders or players on your workflow coming from other departments. If you are a law firm, you might have documents that are waiting from experts outside the law firms, and you need just to give them the right framework or the right processes to collaborate together. And this will be a game changer in your SLA and how fast you are to deliver. And the external, they care also about the sharing of data because they will send you documents, you will send them documents. So the channel of communication is very important. And the management, if we look at the management, it's a different angle because the management, they care a lot about efficiency. If you are an owner of a law firm, you care a lot about the efficiency of your team, how efficient they are, and the visibility, because you need to control this 360-degree view of all the matters you're handling, all the contracts, all the work in progress, all the pending things, all the things that are waiting approval or validation. And this become, in fact, the ultimate goal for you to control your P&L or to control your performance. So how to build the ultimate dashboard for both law firms and in-house legal departments. I summarized a couple of KPIs that you might focus on. And I classified this KPIs for both law firms and in-house legal teams because they are different. You know, law firms, they are driven by financial, where in-house they are driven by budget and performance and collaboration. So law firms, your first KPI to monitor, and if you don't have it today, you need to think how to put it in place, is the P&L. Are you profitable at the end of quarter? Are you profitable at the end of year? Are you profitable from this particular activity? Are you profitable from this particular client? And this is a P&L KPIs that can be a breakdown into different criteria to measure your profit and loss. The second one is the conversion, what we call the conversion ratio. And here, law firms, they receive a lot of opportunities on daily basis. And these opportunities can be legal advices coming from individuals or from corporates. And conversion ratio is very important because if you don't convert your prospects into clients, you'll not be able to develop your business. So this conversion ratio, how many opportunities you have versus how many of these opportunities you are converting into from your pipeline to become effective clients. And this maybe requires some re-engineering from you or attention to how you are presenting or how you are pitching your services or the products you are working on. And this is what we call CR. The third one is very important, especially for law firms dealing with time billing. And here we're talking about the time tracking that you invoice for your clients. And here we call it UR, utilization ratio. And you need to measure how your lawyers or your teams are built. Okay, what is the percentage of the time of a certain lawyer in your team billable versus non-billable? And this is how you measure your utilization ratio inside your law firm. And all of this drive for sure for the profitability of the law firm. And the fourth point is the effort allocation. You need to look up to your clients and your lawyers and your experts inside your team and see how your capacity is allocated. Maybe your best guys are put on the clients that are not falsely driven your profit, right? So effort allocation is very important because you will see where to put more effort, where to re-engineer efforts. And the capacity distribution, it's how you can be fair inside your team to distribute tasks and distribute matters and contracts in a way where your team are always motivated and driven by objectives. If we look at the in-house legal team, here we talk about different crucial KPIs. The top 5 of them that I summarized for you from our experience dealing with in-house legal teams in different industries. The first of all is the data integrity. The legal team is accountable on the legal data, accountable on the contracts, on the transactions, on the matters, the expiry, the risk, all of this. So data is your asset when it comes to a legal team. So you need to track your data in one comprehensive platform that is compliant with the way you are running your business and compliant with the management they see your accountability in. The second is the SLA, because you are answering at the end of the day, you are a service provider, legal service provider for other departments and other subsidiaries inside the group. And your clients, they care a lot about the service level agreement with them. So if they send you a request or they send you a legal opinion or a contract to draft, etc., they do care a lot about when you will be able to deliver this. So if you don't today an SLA process in place or OLA process in place, you need to think about it. Don't exaggerate a lot in the process, because at the end of the day, you're not selling processes. You are a legal service provider, and the aim for you is to make your service, to drive your services for excellency. And here you need to start thinking about, if I receive a matter from the HR department, how fast I am to answer their labor law matter. Okay, and to agree with this based on your capacity. The third one is the quality of service. And here it's not only a matter of how fast you are to answer an email, but it's also about the quality of iterations you are doing with your stakeholders. Your people care a lot about the quality you're providing, and they will qualify you as a legal team based on the quality that you're providing. So if you don't have a measurements today on how your legal team, your colleagues are delivering things to their internal clients, you need to start thinking about how to measure this quality and the quantity things inside your team. The 4 is the capacity management. It's like the law firm, but it's a little bit more into task allocation, matter allocation inside the team to keep it in, to keep the task and matter distributed in a way we are delivering faster and in a team. And the number 5 is the productivity. And this is where you need to think about how to implement regular reports in place, because your management, they care a lot about reports. Okay, the end of week reports, end of month reports, end of quarter, end of year, right? And these reports will show your productivity on the cases, matters, contracts, etc. Where you're working and how you're distributing your work, and it will be your weapon to utilize when you need to increase your capacity or to recruit more people inside your team or to re-engineer the capacity. So there's a lot of samples out there. I will not take a lot of time on them, but you will be able to reach where you have really a dashboard in place, and this dashboard should give you high-level indicators and help. And this dashboard will help you taking the right decisions and re-engineering on the fly. And this is really a work, a business as usual work. Like it's really every regular. I mean, every month, every quarter, you need to look up you need to look at your numbers, try to understand them, resolve the pain, the gaps, and re-engineer. Up for Legal here comes as a comprehensive practice management solution, because when you talk about dashboards, you talk about data, right? And how to track data. So legal teams that we used to work with, they were looking for comprehensive platform end-to-end, having all the modules or the tools needed in one single place. So App for Legal, the good point about it, like it's modular feature, and it addresses both law firms and in-house with these modules. So it's a la carte modules from case and matter management, contract management, workflow automation. So you can define based on your needs, based on the nature of your business, the workflow or the life cycle of your tasks, matters, contracts, task collaboration, and how you manage your task and project in a way to accelerate your deliveries. And for law firms, especially how to track revenue and time billing and invoices. For in-house legal teams, how to manage your budgets and how to make your budget efficient on a during the year, and how to budget the next years. And for sure, managing your internal clients or external clients with a lot of other add-ons like the intellectual property management, entity management, where we talk about companies, shareholders, shares management, board management, contract management, document automation and drafting of contracts, and all the other and all the other tools that are used by lawyers on daily basis. If you go to appforlegal.com, you'll be able to have a free trial. We're providing also a special, in fact, advantages for the people from this webinar. Feel free to contact our organizers about that. And you'll be able to have App for Legal either on cloud, so it's a subscription where you try it, it's fully transparent, or you have it on-prem. It means it can be installed on your own server managed by your firm. Let me give you a quick overview about this in 2 minutes. The aim is really to give you an overview. So this kind of dashboards, you will have it real time inside App for Legal, where you have modules from entity management, shareholders, board members, contacts management, matter management, whether you are working on corporate legal law or litigation with stages, hearings, courts, etc. And the tasks, where you are allocating tasks for your people and collaborating on top of tasks, and the contracts, including the contract drafting, the contract metadata and alerts on expiry, notices, stakeholders of the contracts, and putting in place a workflow of approvals where people should be involved from outside legal team in the approval process based on a certain business rules. All of this can be configured for you. And last but not least, the integration with digital signature in case your firm needs to adopt the digital signature and to facilitate this this work and accelerate it. Money module for law firms to manage all the time billing, expenses, invoices, and multi-currency, multi-entity thing. And for in-house legal departments to manage their budgets and the bills coming from external advisors and everything related to this billing system. the budget things, and legal documentation where you can track in one single place all the legal documents that you can manage with their versions in different languages. All the system is available in multiple languages, multiple currency, etc. And this, once you have these data, you will be able to put in place the right dashboard, and this dashboard will become automatic for you in real time. You don't need to spend time to generate, consolidate your data in Excel and generate your reports to share them with interested parties. So a lot of reports can be created. This is a platform for App4Legal. It's a view directly from App4Legal, and these gadgets can be configured easily by you. You don't need an IT guy to work on with you. Feel free to have more information from our team, bd@app4legal.com, and they will be more than happy to provide you demos or to provide you a trial environment to play in. Thank you, and I wish you good luck.